Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again for another episode of the Detour, and it's a fantastic day, not just for cycling but for world sport, because Biniam Girmay has done it. He's broken through for a stage win at the Giro, first Grand Tour victory. It's the first victory for a Black African rider in the Grand Tours, and it just must be fizzing. All the teams, everyone would be happy for the result today.
Yes, it's funny, isn't it? Everyone you talk to is a fan of Girmay. He's just the way he races. Look at that. That was a sensational. Gee, we'll go on about how he won it in a minute, but his Wevelgem win was something special, a Belgian classic, and you knew this year you could see that he was going to be something special. He's only just turned 22, and the world is his oyster. He's going to be, he is a superstar, and he's going to be even bigger.
I mean, there's so much to unpack. There's a great photo at the finish there of Van der Poel just giving him the thumbs up. And as you said, the way he won it, he went, a long way out and just held him to the line. I mean, Van der Poel gave everything he could in the sprint there and just wasn't able to match it.
No, well, he more than held it. So it was really interesting. As you said, Girmay went earlier than he had to. Actually, his pick spot went full of confidence in his own ability. And I reckon Van Poel would have just said, thank you very much. Just jumped on that wheel, started to move around, and he actually got almost level. But it was still 100 metres to go. And then Girmay just powered away. He ended up beating by a couple of lengths. The class of Van der Poel, when he realised he was done, he just put the thumb up, and you could see it was just a beautiful moment. That will, both of those things are going to stay on as iconic moments in sport. Girmay's win and Van der Poel's beautiful acceptance of that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Now, you caught up with a lot of riders before the start again. It's a big montage. You're out there working. So let's have a look at all the interviews you got pre-start.
Well, here we are, warm morning in Pescara. I think it's about 28 degrees, about to start stage 10. And with me, we're at Albie Davis, DS with Lotto. And we loved that film clip of the other day, mate.
Yeah, it was a great day, mate. Hard to keep the emotions in when a day like that. It was, like I said, I think a few days with you guys, the commitment and the process that the team's been showing. We come up really, really short, and we got close on stage 6, obviously, with that photo finish. So there's a lot of good things to take out of it. The way the boys are riding, like I said, that process that they've been showing has been inspirational, and it was great to see that moving forward into the next stages, the next opportunities. The boys got in the big break with 3 riders, and then we did what we needed to do to win the stage, and it was a good one.
Albie, what was really great in that film clip, it shows the people watching just how passionate this sport is and how emotional and how everyone is so invested.
Absolutely, mate. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and it was actually the Green Edge team and Dan Jones who brought everyone into the guts of the teams, and showed the emotions, showed the characters of the individuals within the structures. So it's definitely, I think it's very interesting from the fans and anyone who's not involved in cycling and wants to learn a bit more. It's also interesting also for them, to see how it sort of works internally, and it's an emotional roller coaster sometimes. Some days are like that, and other days, it's really heartbreaking the way your cards unfold. But that's just part of high level sport and high performance in any structure. So it's you have to roll with it, and it's good that people can see how we do it.
Now today's a very interesting day. A day that Caleb could get through and have a go at the stage, although it's most likely going to be a break.
Yeah, I think it's similar to Napoli, actually, mate. It's a two-pronged attack, especially from a lot of teams, especially us. Could go either way, I think. It just depends on how it's raced. If the numbers are the right numbers in the breakaway, it could, go to the finish, and that'll be go for the stage honours. Or if they're not the right numbers in the breakaway and it's quite a smaller group, it could be controlled and brought back to a reduced bunch sprint. So, I'm not sure what sort of numbers it would be, but it would be a reduced bunch sprint no matter what, if it was. So we've got, I think, riders that can cover both those options, so we'll go with that.
You've definitely shown that. Thanks, Albie. Good luck today, mate.
No worries, fellas. Pleasure.
Okay, about to start stage 10. We've got Richie Port with us, who is got some major role. We're starting to see exactly what you're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it was no surprise to, that was going to be my role. And Richard Carapaz in great shape. I think, the other day would have been nice to have started the climb, would have been nice to have started riding a little bit further up the climb, but it is what it is. And this week we've got a little bit less climbing, so hopefully we get through it unscathed.
Now, I heard reports from others in that group that when you put the hammer down at that stage, it really put the pressure on it, changed the bike race.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different role, isn't it? I mean, your finish line's a little bit closer than what it normally would be, so I was happy to do that, and it was also good to see Jai Hindley finish it off. And if it's not Richard Carapaz winning, it's nice to see another Australian up there, and he's a good guy.
Yeah, very much so. Now, of course, all of us romantics back in Australia, or over here, the Aussies, were hoping that it would be a 1-2 and give you that opportunity, but that's pro cycling.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm 37 now. I don't really want that stress of GC on my shoulders, so it's just nice to be a part of a team that has an out-and-out leader who can win the bike race. But I'm enjoying it, it's been a while since I didn't have stress on my shoulders in a bike race, and it's a great atmosphere. It's good to have the fans back, and the support on the mountain the other day was incredible.
Now, you're saying 37 like it's an old thing, but Richie, you're not riding like an old man. You are riding in as good a form as I've seen for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have a supportive wife at home looking after the kids who allows me to get out and train, as I always have. But it is nice, that there's light at the end of the tunnel. My career's almost over, and it's nice to be still up there with some of the younger guys. We see Nibali and Valverde up there the other day too. It's not quite a young guy's sport just yet, but it's just nice to be, in a nice team, and we're having fun and enjoying it.
Thanks, Richie. It looks like you might have a little bit easier day today.
Fingers crossed, but that's the old thing, isn't it? Hope for the best, expect the worst on days like this.
Good luck, mate.
Go Caleb.
Morning, Caleb. Now, that was interesting. You pulled up and you were fiddling around with the bike. What was the issue?
Trying to get my power meters to connect. Don't know what happened to it. Maybe something on the rest day, but yeah.
Now, a warm one today. This is one of those stages. It's a stage that you have won on, a similar type of terrain, or it could be a breakaway. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, these stages are always hard to predict. I think it could be. It's probably going to be like a little bit too tough for me, especially with the the riders that we have here, like Vanderpool, Girmay. They probably prefer a tough finale like this, and I'm sure they're going to want to make it hard for sprinters like me. But I think if I have really good legs, I think it is something that I can win on. So we'll see how it plays out, and hopefully I'm there in the end.
We just did an interview with Richie, and at the finish of it, he said, "Go Caleb."
Yeah, well, thanks, Richie. Yeah, like I said, I think it can suit me, but in general, it's probably going to be too tough. But there's a lot of climbing in the last 90 kilometers, so it's just we'll have to see how it plays out.
Take them as they come. Of course, everyone's talking about tomorrow being the sprint day, but you're my pick for today, mate.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm running out of opportunities, so I have to take them when I can. And yeah, today's one of those times where I have to go for it no matter what, and I just hope it falls in my favour.
Good luck today, mate.
Cheers.
So we've got Miles Scottson here. We spoke to his brother Caleb the other day, of course. in our team, as I call it. But a pretty special day today because you are very crucial in the lead out for Anu. So how do you think it'll go today?
I mean, it's a difficult course today. I think it's a perfect course for Vanderpool, Girmay, but yeah, maybe the sprinters can get there. We have to see with Arno. I think it's going to depend how everyone comes out of the rest day. If Arno has a super day today, maybe he can be there. But if he's not feeling the best after the rest day, it'll be hard to make it to the finish, I think. So yeah.
So it looks like one of those stages. I wouldn't expect the sprinters teams to try and control it. It'll depend on the makeup of the break.
Yeah, I think so. We have to be attentive at the start because you have Girmay, who's pretty close behind Arno on the points jersey, that he's not in the breakaway. So yeah, I mean it's going to be one of those exciting stages. I think you won't really know how it's going to plan out. The sprinters can make it. I think Caleb especially. He would be super motivated because, as we know, he's going to go home probably at the end of this week. So he is today and tomorrow is his last chances. So, yeah, I think you will see some sprinters really try to hang in there.
So you guys, you and Arno, you look like staying on to try and defend that jersey?
Yeah, Arno will be going to the end. So we came here aiming for stages, but of course we want to win the points jersey now as well. And we've got a strong team, I think, to support him for that. Yeah.
Now, we had, for a bit of fun, we did have a good chat with Callum about his passion for the guitar. Yeah. And he also says that the whole family, you were involved, you play a bit of the guitar as well.
When I was younger, I stopped after a couple of years because we were doing guitar lessons together, and then next minute we're having to do them at lunchtime at school, so I quit. But yeah, I wanted my lunchtime.
So we haven't got any footage of you doing the fancy stuff.
No. It's well in the past now. Yeah.
Good luck today, mate.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Sean.
Some great interviews there before the start. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we've got more to unpack from Girmay's fantastic victory.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours, and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Feel more in every moment. The all-new Lexus NX.
Thanks again to Blackburn, Lexus of Blackburn. Go see Andrew Moore and the crew down there. lexusofblackburn.com.au. And thanks, of course, to Bike Exchange, bikeexchange.com.au. Now, if you did the voiceover for Jayco yesterday and you've thrown me the baton because you were terrible.
Well, you gave me about 1 second warning. I didn't even know I didn't have voiceover. So
you should know how to talk about Jayco. They're the industry leaders for caravans and camper vans and everything outdoors, and they've just released their 2022 range. So get on jayco.com.au. And as we always say, if you support companies that support cycling, I'd argue that they're at the very top of the tree for the support they've given cycling over 2 or 3 decades. So get online and check out their latest range, because it's fantastic. And they're industry leaders for a reason. They're the best. So get on jaco.com.au. And if Jerry Ryan's watching, great job, mate. You're doing a fantastic job. Now, there was a bit to unpack still with Girmay's victory. Here's his words after the finish, and here's a quick grab with his sports director, Valerio Piva. So, fantastic scenes.
Yeah, you have had a climber as a lead-out man with Pozzovivo at the end.
Yeah, all the team, they just pulling everybody, even the GC rider, like you see Pozzovivo, Jan Hirt, Rein Taram, everybody. I mean, they did a super great job. And then, in the end, Pozzo was amazing, he just come. He said to me, come in the last 600 meter. Yeah, he did really good lead out and then amazing. Thank you.
You made history at Gent-Wevelgem in the classics, and you are making history again today. Do you realize it?
Yeah, until I start the Giro, we have possibility to win, to make a good result. So this is also part of the success, our team, my family, everybody, so it's, every day they come new history. So I'm really grateful and happy about what I did.
Well done. Thank you very much.
What I feel, I feel very happy, and it's amazing because when you wait, it's already 10 days that we try, and but I know that one day we'll arrive and try to motivate the group and the riders, and today was one of these days that we signed, and Bini was super motivated, all the team. Today is the victory of Bini, but the team was very important.
What made the difference today?
Make the difference with in the final sprint. I mean, so we know that there was Van der Poel, the contender. The final climb, I saw Demar there and Gaviria, but okay, this acceleration make the explosion, and Pozzovivo also make the last pull, and all the other really sprinter was they went drop, and then was clear the battle with the two contenders. So and Bini was amazing in the sprint. I saw the sprint later because live I had no image. It's unbelievable.
Were you nervous?
Really nervous, yes, because I don't have image in the last 3K. I hear only the radio race, and I try to push the riders to stay together and around Bini, so it was very nice.
Fantastic scenes, fantastic scenes. And there was an incident, Iffy, you gave me a heads up with the champagne.
Yes, so it's about to pop the cork, whack, it hit him right in the eye, and he's sort of laughing, and he sprays it, but it gets worse. So then as soon as he gets off the stage here, they grab the team doctor and the RCS doctor, and I thought, no, and they raced him to hospital.
So, yeah, what's the latest? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see how he's pulled up.
Oh, well, they're going to keep their eye out for him, but he should be fine.
Idiot. So in the bike exchange team, obviously Yatesy, his knee hasn't forced him to withdraw from the race, and they'll be fighting back.
Well, actually, it's my daughter's calling me. It's the 18th. It's still the 17th here. It's the 18th back in Australia, and it's my birthday. So there you go.
Well, that's what Gary Tilley said live. Happy birthday, Iffy.
Thanks, Gary. I wish you,
mate. You need to put that on silent.
Okay, I will. I'll turn it off. Well, actually, Simon Yates was very good today. He attacked and got away with Van der Poel about 5 in the last 5K. It was a very, very good ride. And also Lucas Hamilton was right up there and having a bit of attacking towards the end. Also Chris Jules Jensen, he was away probably about 40 or 50K to go, and they caught them, and then he went away again. So he was very aggressive towards the end. So the team, Whitey did a fantastic job in getting everyone back up. You know what it's like. The whole team's come here with one objective, and it just didn't happen. But but they're a team that work together, and so they've come up with a new plan. So I see a spark in the step of all of them tonight when they're walking in for dinner. And Simon's got that smile back on his face. It was hard to tell. We've got a mask on most of the time, but his eyes seem to be smiling. I believe that Simon Yates will win at least another couple of stages.
Free Ranger's got a question for you. If he wants to know, Nibley won back in 2016. Is there up and coming a team with a realistic chance of winning the Giro?
Not this year. There's plenty of good Italians around that can win the Giro, but not this year. It's interesting with Pozzovivo, who's I think about the leading Italian. He's running 5th or 6th, whose career seemed over when the South African team collapsed last year. But one of his real supporters is Valentino Schiotti with Fantini Wine. So he went to Israel and said, look, you should take him. I will cover his all the costs, everything, just take him on the team. And they knocked it back with him paying all their wage. They said, we have only got one spot and we have it for someone else. Oh, okay. He told me. Yeah. So then it might have been actually. So then suddenly the sponsorship deal happened with Intermarché Wanty Group as well. So Fantini moved in with them as a major partner. So he's sponsoring both teams. So he said to them, look, I think you should take this guy. He didn't even have to offer to pay. I just said, thank you very much, and taking him on board. And he's there, they're leading GC rider and going really well. So they're very happy.
Jared Davison says, hey, if you happy birthday, what did Dan get you? Mate, I'll just give you love and support. that's worth more than presents. Ian Page says, very honest interviews. Can you have a chat with the Joker too? And also, can you try and get an interview with Girmay? I know there's going to be a bit of a challenge and a bit of a battle, but I
am going to have an interview with Girmay. I'm just waiting for Valentino. Valentino will be back at his wine show in Germany, back in a couple of days, and he's a big sponsor of that team. And I'll wait till he gets back, and he will arrange it. And I'll get Girmay on one morning for sure. The Joker, yes, I've already got arranged for Chris whether I'm doing it tomorrow morning or the next morning. But I'm looking forward to that because it will be a great chat because he is a character, as you well know.
All right, looking at stage 11, it is pancake flat, 203 Ks. This is lined up for Caleb. I mean, you love saying to Caleb, hey, you're my pick for today. I mean, Girmay was the obvious pick of Van der Poel. So,
well, I actually picked Girmay in my picks last night.
What do you like? Why don't you just say, look, it's going to be tough for you. I mean, Girmay's my pick, but I think you'll be right up there.
Couldn't help myself. Yes, it's as flat as the proverbial hat, and I will definitely go for Caleb tomorrow, and he wants it big time. I do think he'll leave after tomorrow. So,
Any chance of crosswinds or any sort of curlies? Because it's always the way in a Grand Tour. You look at a stage like that, you go pancake flat. This is how it's going to pan out. There's always something that pops up.
Yeah, we're moving right inland, so it goes right across around Modena, right in the heart of the business section of Italy. But I'm looking at the book here where we go through Bologna, around Modena into Reggio Emilia, and it shouldn't be that windy. You're going away from the
Will Vic.
Well,
there you go. Windy tomorrow.
Depends whether if the wind's on the side, well, then you get a bike race. Very interesting bike race. But Caleb loves that. I mean, this would be perfect for him. He'll be up the front. The team will be working for him. It'd be a hard man to beat. I was very impressed with Demar. Yes, he was the last sprinter spat. He got right through 3/4 of that final climb. It was only that last little bit they put the hammer down. They lost just a few legs they couldn't get back on.
Rick Jagger wants to know, when will Matthew Van der Poel and Caleb bail out? You've already answered the Caleb part. Will Cav hang on until the end?
He will probably will actually, because even though there's only a couple of more stages after, he doesn't. He needs to try and win a stage or two more to try and just remind them that he should be at the tour. I think Cav will keep going.
And Ryan, great support. Missing your slapstick comedy on the backstage passes, Dan. Well, I'll be over at the Tour de France this year and winding a few of the riders up and covering it live for the detour and doing a bit of stuff like if he is with SBS. So we're going to have a lot of fun at the Tour de France this year. So that's something to look forward to, Johnny.
Yeah, it is. It'll be the opposite way around. Me back home and you over there. First time I haven't had the chance to go and not going. So someone's got to hold the Australian fort together.
Yeah, you're going to be getting up at Sparrows every morning. We're just going to stick with the same times.
Well, you work it out, mate. It's all about you. You know that. So.
Yeah, right. Right, mate. I'm juggling 100 balls at the moment. Sally says, great race here. Love the interviews. Happy birthday. You're getting a lot of love, mate. You're getting a lot of love.
Good.
You're going to get
that's
double
good.
birthdays. You're going to get it the day before with the time zone. You'll get it again tomorrow night. And then Ryan says, Kay has pulled rank in regards to the Tour de France. So she's going to love having you around.
He's very knowledgeable person, young Ryan. But, yeah.
All right. So you're tipping, obviously, Caleb for something different for stage number 11, Johnny?
I am tipping Caleb. And, yeah. I was a bit surprised he went off very early today. Or last night to those Aussies watching, but and he didn't look his normal self. I mean, for Demar to be there at that last little breath of the hill, you would think that Caleb been even better because he's a better climber than Demar normally. Obviously, just wasn't 100%. So, but tomorrow, different story. Yep,
well, if he knows he's going to go all chips in to like stage 11 and knows that he's going home, then he's probably just going to save as much bickies as he can, yeah?
Yep. Well, he hasn't said what day he's going home. I do know that he's only staying for a few more days. I can't see why he would continue after tomorrow because there's 2 days of really hard riding. And there is really a stage for the sprinters for about 3 or 4 days. So I can't see.
The next stage for the sprinters is stage 19, which is Friday, May 27th. So he'll be pulling out after tomorrow. You can put your house on it. So, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate your support. As we always say, youtube.com/Detour podcast. Like, share, subscribe.
I haven't seen those photos of the people hanging out of the Lexus of Blackburn. There we thank you.
Lexus of Blackburn.com.au.
Exactly. Great sponsors of the Lexus of Blackburn Bay Crits. And also sponsor of the women's Jago Herald Sun Tour, the women's section, Melbourne Waterbull. Great supporters of cycling.
Yep. Get behind the companies that get behind cycling. Get behind Jaco, get behind Bike Exchange. And we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, to unpack more. And hopefully for if he gets one of his predictions right on the stage. And Caleb,
I got it right today, mate.
No, you predicted Caleb.
No, go back and look at last night's. Go back and look at last night's episode. I got it right.
But you change your pick, and you changed it to Caleb, and you were wrong. So let's hopefully get it right tomorrow. All right. See you guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Good night, mate.